Welcome back to the world of Minecraft. A little bit of an update. The stimulus update that we're the building boom that we're experiencing here in the village. But disturbing news, actually. There's shenanigans afoot in the village, I believe. So we'll get into the first update. There's Kitty's downstairs. I'm up in the barn here, overlooking some stuff. A little bit of a crop. Let's go check it out. So the news of the day is the blacksmith shop is complete, and he is I believe he's all moved in. He's rocking and rolling and doing some business. So let's go check that out. So I believe in the last update, the exterior was pretty much complete. Maybe some details. And actually, there are some details to be filled in. I'm sure the guy wants to plant something here to make it look nice. But I believe all of this was complete after the last update. Or before the last update, I should say. So he's got all his stuff, and he's ready to go, ready to conduct some trade. Ready to get started. He's got all his stuff on the tools ready to go, tools on the wall, ready to rock and roll. But the inside wasn't furnished yet, so let's go check out the inside. Here we go. So this is the shop area. This is where he does all his business, and he has an example suit of armor here, and he's got some stuff on the wall that you can order, just some examples, and it's kind of homey with the candles going. What other lights does he have around? And he's got his workstation here, he's got his book, his ledger there, some storage space up there. Yeah, very nice. And that's all he needs to do his business, because the main part of his trade is going to be out in the work area, out in the workshop. So he just is in here discussing prices and things like that. I have a visitor. Baxter, what are you doing? What you doing, boy? Okay. So he's in here just, discussing options and what kind of material do you want? And, we can do a sword. You want a matching pair of boots? We can do matching equipment. You want it polished? You want it, how you want it to look. And that's it. So then he retires to his area of the building. So he has his kitchen here, a little flower there, tons of storage up there. He can keep his all his foodstuffs, things like that. Very nice. Let's get this support beam, and then he can go upstairs and retire after a long day's work. He's got plenty of books. He's a book guy. He does a lot of research on metals and hammers and stuff like that. Fire, where to get lava. And he keeps all his belongings up here. He's got a nice little table. Something will go in this area. Not sure what he could put there. And then And then he's got a nice cozy little bedroom. Some stuff on the wall, pictures of people, and work that he's proud of. Oh, he's got a little midnight snack going too. Oh, what's that? Hookah lamp? Hookah gizmo? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, pretty sweet. Pretty nice little diggings, to be honest. Lots of books. And then if he wants to go out this way, he just does it, you know. After working 12 hours down there, sometimes you just don't want to look at it. So he can go out this way. And then he can go down that way. Yeah, we've got your steps here. Very nice. Very nice. So that's done. That's the second of the big stimulus projects complete. The fisherman villages, or the fisherman's house is done. We've already seen that, and now the blacksmith guy is up and running. So this is really expanding the economic activity of the village tremendously, and but that brings us to a little bit of an issue. So all the skilled workers in the village seem to have disappeared for a little bit, and no work got done. You know, we go over to these shops, and nothing has been done. Nothing has been done to the shops. Empty. Empty. No floor. Got grass growing in the interior of the shop. Nothing has been done. Unbelievable. So after a little bit of investigation, we find that there's some monkey business going on. And we're gonna have to go for a little walk to do some investigation. There's a rumor that the monks that run the big farm beyond that new village have absconded with some stimulus money, and they've really gone nuts with the spending. So obviously they overpay everybody, and all the skilled workers who are they're doing this on a budget. They're cutting corners. They're giving discounts to get these projects done for the sake of the village. They're all over there making bank. So we're gonna go check it out. So it's a little bit of a walk, and we'll go scope it. It's ridiculous. Monks. So it's monk e-business. Because all the forms were filled out online, I guess. So it's monk e-business. So let's go for a stroll. So there was a monk in the late 1400s, early 1500s. I don't know if he was an actual monk, but he did like monk stuff. You know, he was did church business, and he did kind of that kind of stuff. So he lived that kind of life, and his name was Titzel. And I think his first name was John or Johann or something like that. But his last name was Titzel. And at the time, the leader, the Pope, the Papa Bear at the Vatican was he was a little strapped for cash. He needed some cash. So he instructed folks to go out village to village to village to village and they would sell what they called indulgences. Now, an indulgence is it's a piece of paper, an official piece of paper that you can buy that will forgive sin. So if you got something bad in your life and you just feel like really bad about it, you can go and you can give some gold to this guy, and he'll give you a piece of paper, and you'll be awesome. So this Titzel guy, that was his thing, and he was making good money because he got a percentage. So he would go from village to village to village to village, and he would sell these indulgences, and he was a very good salesman. So one day he was in doing his thing, and a nobleman came up to him, and they said, and the nobleman said, well, can I buy an indulgence for a future sin? And Titzel thought about this, and he said, sure, why not? Okay, so they settled on a price, and the nobleman got his indulgence, walked away very happy. And so it was a little bit later, and Titzel packed up all his stuff and all his, all the coin and gold that he's collected, and he was moving to the next village. He was walking down the road, and of course the nobleman was in the bushes on the side of the road, jumped out, and robbed Titzel. Took all his money. Well, of course, Titzel was very upset, and brought a legal action against the guy. But when they were in court, the nobleman just pulled out the piece of paper that Titzel gave him, his indulgence that was signed by Titzel himself, and said, hey, read and weep, Jack. I'm covered. And he was exonerated. To the chagrin of Titzel. So the future sin was, I'm gonna lie in wait and rob your ass of all your money. So it's a funny story. It's a good story. I like that one. It goes to show you that you can't do stuff like that. It's ridiculous. Paying for forgiveness. It doesn't work like that. So. It's a true story, actually, and and I might have gotten some of the details, a little off, but basically that's how it went down. The story of Titzel and the indulgences. But I should have been walking while I was talking. I should have been walking while I was talking, so we still have quite a ways to go. There's the new place. Coming along pretty nice. Still have many years to go on the building of this castle. There's the whatchamacallit? Gypsy caravan. Yeah. And we got, of course, we got the Wizard Tower up there. We've all seen that stuff. And, oh boy. We're about half a mile, maybe more. And I could see that building. It's a monster. That's ridiculous. Yeah, we're over a half a mile. So I found out a couple of statistics. And now I kind of forget what they are, but so I'm going to kind of ballpark it. An acre is about 64 blocks by 64 blocks. So if you're doing a farm, and it's right in that ballpark. It's either 64 or 65, and that'll be an acre. If you do 64 one way and then 64 another way and then square it off, you got an acre. And I think it's about 1,700 blocks to a mile. That doesn't sound right. Not sure. Maybe. And what is the world? The world is 30 million blocks that way, and then 30 million blocks that way, and 30 million blocks that way, and 30 million blocks that way. Basically from 0, 0. Which we're fairly close to 0, 0. We're not that far away. Because that's where the portal room is, remember? We looked at that. The porthole room is at 0, 0, 0. Look at the size of this thing. This is ridiculous. There's only like 20 monks that live in this place. The rumor is it's pretty lavish. I mean, they didn't go cheap on anything. You know, you've got some crazy metals. You've got some crazy rare stones and stonework, and just ridiculous. Even the wood is comes from a distant land, and nothing that grows around here. You know, they had to bring it in special. So not happy because my projects, you know, economic projects are you know, on hold. We're just going to take a look at the outside for a second. Look at this. Even the staircase is elaborate. Got enough lights? Roses everywhere. Copper ceiling. Copper roof. The roof is made out of copper. Even the king's castle doesn't have a copper roof. Andesite stones. Stained glass everywhere. Let's take a stroll. Might have to do some jumping around too. Take a look at the. Well, yes, this isn't really convenient, is it? Boy, they could just barely fit it on this place, huh? They need to do some landscaping. Look at these fancy windows. Never even seen windows like that. They're like open, but not open. Look at that blue stained glass, lights everywhere. Yep, copper roof. Everything has a copper roof. And then you have this section here. This sticks out to the river. Wonder what's in there. It's pretty big. Wow. Massive. Oh, they're cooking something. Maybe, oh, can't even get that way. Ooh, let's go down. Yeah, they're going to have to do some landscaping around here. This barely fits. Look at the view they have. They ought to have something out here. You get quite the view. So yeah, acreage 64 by 64. So yeah, they got a couple acres here. Let's Should we check out the inside? Now, obviously, this isn't complete because they're still working on it, and they've got all my skilled workers from the village over here doing all this nonsense. Wow, yeah, didn't go cheap, did they? Acacia wood everywhere. Look at those crazy chandeliers. Yeah, they can do their monk studies. Everything is nice and tidy, that's for sure. So you get that study room there, and of course you have your kitchen in here where they can prepare all their food, because they got food. They got that big giant farm outside. They got plenty of food. Wow, it's pretty lavish. Let's stick to the bottom. Where they have their services. Check this out. We'll go in there later. And I guess this is where all the monks, their dorms are. See, they're open at the top. We got a bunch down here. Then we'll go upstairs. And more up here. Yeah, these are open at the top too. So that's where they live. Pretty simple. I mean, this area anyways. The rest of it's ridiculous. What's out here? Oh, there's like a courtyard. Oh, they get the courtyard of silence. They get little benches everywhere to sit and think about stuff. And if you really want to be alone, you can come right over here and take that chair. Right, sit right there for a little bit. Think about things. Quite lovely out here. They need a little water fountain. Maybe that's in the works. I don't know. And if it's if the weather isn't great and you want to just be undercover, you can always come into here and sit. That's kind of nice, actually. So what else we got? So we saw that room. Anything weird? No. And we have the big room. And have an empty office here. Empty room here. Wonder what's this going to be. So something will go in these two rooms. Not sure what yet. Is that a door? Oh, a closet. Let's check out upstairs. Oh, okay. So this room overlooks that area. Nice office. Maybe that's the head dude. Sits in there. does his monk stuff. Pretty fancy. Pretty fancy. And look how fast they built this thing. This thing went up quick. But look at all the wasted space. They could have made 3 floors. And housed a whole village of people. Pretty fancy stuff. Well, I'm sure there'll be a little bit of an investigation on exactly where the money came from. I don't know. Maybe they have, you know, I mean, they don't spend a whole lot on it, so maybe they get a stash. I mean, look, they got a good business going here. Which way am I going? Can I go this way? I mean, it's a pretty good sized farm, and the livestock. So yeah, maybe, you know, maybe but I am upset at the use of the workers. You know, let them do what they got to do first, and then, you know, I mean, they went crazy. That building went up crazy fast. Let me see something. Just want to see. Yeah, that's a gold cross. That cross is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That cross is about 20 or 24 feet high, solid gold. Yeah, it's pretty lavish. Pretty lavish. Wonder what that cost. Nobody else has a building quite as nice as that. That's for sure. I mean, even this new complex over here is, I mean, it's big, but it's all, you know, relatively easily obtained materials. You know, local stuff. You know, done by local people, and you know, they didn't have to import from probably thousands and thousands and thousands of blocks away. But so I guess what that means in conclusion is we'll get back on track with the remaining 2 of the 4 projects. I'm quite happy that we got 2 out of the 4 done, anyways. And you know, that building, that whole farm area will, the village will benefit from the working of that farm and it's what it produces. So you know, it is what it is sometimes. So that's going to be about it for the stimulus update. I wish I had more good news about the projects that we have going, but I'm sure those 2 stores will be done in a good amount of time. They're on the road to be complete. I mean, it's not going to take a whole lot to whip those projects into shape and get them done. So thank you for taking a visit and checking out the monkey business. I can still see that thing from here. I wonder how far I can go and still see that. It's got a commanding view of its surroundings, that's for sure. But I don't know, it's pretty nice. They did a good job. For the quickness that it was thrown up, they did a very good job. Can't complain at all. There's my horse, my 1 horse. This is a 1-horse village, and he's slow. He can't jump. He can't. Hi, Baxter. Baxter came to see me. Very good boy. Good boy. But I can't see the screen with you standing in front of it. So this is my one horse who's very slow, and he can't jump, but he was the first horse that I was able to put a saddle on. So I just can't I can't upgrade. I know there's faster. I mean, he's actually slower than if I run. If I run, he's actually slower than that. So, but I still use him. I'll never get rid of him. I know I can get a faster horse and one that can jump. I can't even jump the things in that training equestrian little thing over that track over there, because he just can't do it. He can't even get in the play. I got to build a gate so he can walk through the gate. He can't even jump over the fence to get in. So, but he's a good steed. He's reliable. He's always there waiting to do what we got to do. So, alrighty, I'm going back inside, and that's that. So you guys have a good day, and thanks for stopping by and checking out the monkey business, and hopefully we'll be back on track with those 2 other shops. All right, guys, have a good one.